Evelyn loved wandering through old bookshops. She enjoyed the scent of aged pages and the stories hidden within them. One rainy afternoon, she stumbled upon a narrow alley she had never noticed before. At the end of the alley was a small shop with a faded sign that read, "The Whispering Quill." Curious, Evelyn stepped inside. The shop was dimly lit, with towering shelves packed with books of all sizes. An elderly man with round glasses sat behind the counter reading. "Welcome," he said without looking up. Evelyn nodded and began browsing. As she ran her fingers along the spines of the books, one caught her attention. It was a thick, leather-bound book with no title. The moment she touched it, a strange warmth spread through her hand. "You found it," the old man said suddenly, his voice calm yet firm. "Found what?" Evelyn asked. "The book that writes your story," he replied. Evelyn hesitated but decided to take the book home. She placed it on her desk and opened the first page. It was blank. Disappointed, she turned the next page, and her breath caught. There, in elegant handwriting, was a description of her day. Evelyn walked through the rainy streets and found herself drawn to a hidden alley. In the bookshop, she discovered the book that would change her life. "How is this possible?" she whispered, running her fingers over the words. As she turned to the next page, she read something that hadn't happened yet. That night, a stranger would knock on her door, bringing answers she didn't know she needed. Evelyn froze. She stared at her door, half expecting the knock. Moments later, there it was, a firm, deliberate knock. Evelyn opened the door cautiously. Standing before her was a young man, soaked from the rain. He looked as surprised to see her as she was to see him. I didn't think you'd actually open it," he said, shaking his head. "Who are you?" Evelyn demanded, still clutching the door. "My name is Liam," he said, his voice calm but urgent. "I think you have something I need." "What are you talking about?" Liam hesitated, then glanced past her into the apartment. "The book. It's dangerous, Evelyn." "How do you know my name?" she asked, her heart racing. "The book told me," he said simply. Evelyn closed the door behind Liam and brought him into her small living room. The book sat on her desk, glowing faintly in the dim light. Liam pointed to it. "That book is more powerful than you realize. It doesn't just write your story, it shapes your reality." Evelyn shook her head. "That's impossible. It's just a book." "Is it?" Liam asked, flipping through the pages. Each one described events that had already happened or were about to happen. "This book is connected to you, but it's not entirely in your control." "What does that mean?" Evelyn asked, her voice trembling. "It means," Liam said, "if someone else gets hold of it, they could rewrite your story." As Liam explained, the book began to flicker with light, and new words appeared on the next page. "Evelyn and Liam must escape before it's too late." "What does that mean?" Evelyn asked, panic rising in her chest. Liam grabbed her hand. "It means we're not alone. Someone else knows about the book." Before Evelyn could respond, the lights in her apartment flickered, and a shadowy figure appeared at the window. Its face was obscured, but its intent was clear. It wanted the book. "We have to go," Liam said urgently. Evelyn grabbed the book, and together they ran into the rainy night, the shadowy figure close behind. Rain poured heavily as Evelyn and Liam ran through the streets, clutching the mysterious book. The shadowy figure pursued them, its movements eerily fluid and silent. "Where are we going?" Evelyn shouted over the rain. "There's a safe place nearby," Liam replied, leading her down a series of narrow alleys. They turned a corner and entered an old library that looked abandoned. Liam slammed the door behind them and locked it. "This place is protected. The figure can't enter here." Evelyn caught her breath, holding the book tightly against her chest. "What was that thing?" "A seeker," Liam explained. "They exist to take control of objects like this. If it gets the book, it could rewrite everything: your life, my life, the world itself." Evelyn's eyes widened. "We have to stop it." Inside the library, Liam led Evelyn to a secluded room with ancient-looking artifacts and maps. He placed the book on a wooden table, and it began glowing faintly. "It's responding to you," Liam said, nodding toward the book. Evelyn opened it, and new words appeared on the page. The quill and ink must be found. Only then can the story be secured. "What quill? What ink?" Evelyn asked, confused. Liam pointed to a map pinned to the wall. "The Whispering Quill and the Ink of Eternity. They're the tools that created the book. If we find them, we can seal the story and stop anyone else from rewriting it." Evelyn hesitated. "Where do we start?" "The forest," Liam said, tracing a path on the map. "That's where the quill is hidden." The following morning, Evelyn and Liam set out for the forest, a dense and shadowy place on the outskirts of the city. Evelyn felt a strange mix of fear and determination as they entered. The book pulsed faintly in her bag, as if guiding them. The forest was alive with whispers, the sound of the wind weaving through the trees. As they ventured deeper, they found an ancient tree with roots forming a hollow. The book glowed brighter, and new words appeared on its pages. Beneath the roots lies the key. Liam started digging, and within minutes, he unearthed a small wooden box. Inside was an intricately carved quill, glowing faintly. "This is it," Liam said, holding it up. "Now we need the ink." Evelyn and Liam followed the map to a cavern hidden within the cliffs by the sea. The waves crashed against the rocks as they approached the entrance, the sound echoing through the narrow passage. Inside, the air was damp and cold. The book began glowing again, its light guiding them deeper into the cave. They reached a small pool of black liquid that shimmered like glass. A pedestal stood nearby, and inscribed on it were the words, "Only those with pure intentions may take the ink." Evelyn hesitated, then dipped the quill into the pool. The ink glowed faintly, and the book began writing on its own. The final step awaits at the place where the story began. Returning to Evelyn's apartment, they found the shadowy figure waiting for them. It moved forward, its presence oppressive and dark. "You can't stop this," it hissed. "The book belongs to me." Evelyn felt a surge of defiance. "This story is mine," she said firmly. She opened the book and began writing with the quill, the ink flowing effortlessly. As she wrote, the shadowy figure screamed, its form dissolving into nothingness. The book glowed brightly, and when she finished, the words shimmered on the page. "The story is now complete. No one can alter it again." The light faded, leaving Evelyn and Liam in silence. "It's done," Liam said, his voice filled with relief. Evelyn held the book close, feeling its warmth. "What happens now?" "You've secured your story," Liam replied. "The book will no longer control your fate. It's yours to write." Evelyn smiled, knowing her life was now her own. Together, she and Liam walked into the sunrise, ready to write the next chapter of their journey.